Hello everyone. In this tutorial we will write MATLAB code for simple Monte Carlo simulation. So let's begin. So this is our first question, that we need to perform Monte Carlo simulation for tossing a coin n times and compute the probabilities of head and tail. Now you know that the answer is simple. If we toss a coin, then the probability is coming out to be half, that is 0.5. Now suppose that you have a friend who doesn't know or who haven't seen the coin before, and you want to play a game with him that he need to predict that what the coin will land up, whether it will show head or tail. Now if he picks tail, you need to pick head. Suppose that he picks tail. Now you can see that in the first, if I call this side as head, so in the first coin toss it came out to be head, then again at the second it came out to be head, then again at the third it came out to be head. Then your friend will think this coin doesn't have any other option and it will only give head. If you see, for this time you are more biased towards coming head rather than tail, but when the fourth time the coin was tossed, it came out to be tail. Now your friend starts to believe that okay, there is some other possibility also, we can have tail also. But after the fifth simulation, again it came out to be head, and you can see from the images like we got only two tails after 10 coin toss. So now the problem is that we need to find out the probabilities of getting head and tail, or the probability of your friend winning and your winning. So if you see this, we do not get a complete picture, so it gives us ideas that we need to do this for a large number of time. So let us run computer simulation for this. You can see that here I have used the simulation for 1 lakh, and these are two variables that I have put to 0 0, that initially these two variables is 0. Now I have started a loop that is from 1 to 1 lakh, and this is the if condition. So if I select a random number, this RAND command returns a uniformly distributed random number in interval 0 to 1. That means that any number have the equal probability to come. So if this number is less than or equal to 0.5, what we will do, we will increment the number of head, else what we will do, we will increment the number of tail. Now at the end, after completing this 1 lakh simulation, we need to find the number of head that came finally over here, divided by the number of simulation. And similarly the probability of coming tail will be tail divided by n. N means the total number of simulation. Now you can see that if we run this code on MATLAB, we will get the probability both of these near to 0.5. So what we have done, we have just simulated 1 lakh coin tossing, and then we can think of that the probability of my winning and my friend winning is 50-50. You can see that how with the help of the Monte Carlo simulation we have calculated the probabilities of getting head and tail. Now we will do another example, that is we need to find out the value of pi using Monte Carlo simulation. So for this problem, suppose that I have this picture, and here you can see one square and there is one circle. The area of the circle is pi r square, that means that I have radius r. So this length will be of course 2r, and so my area will be 2r into 2r, that is 4r square. This is the area of square. Now if we calculate the area of circle divided by the area of square, you will see you are getting pi by 4, right? Because pi r square, 4r square, r square is cancelled out, and you are getting this ratio. So if we calculate this ratio and multiply this pi by 4 into 4, then we will get the value of pi. So how can we do this in the simulation? It's simple. Suppose that we are playing a game where we need to throw the pebble in this board. Suppose that you are throwing the pebble and wherever it hits, you mark it, right? So this red one is showing that you are hitting at the circle, and it is also a chance that you throw the pebble over here outside this circle. It is also possible. Now if you want to find out this fraction, then just what you have to do, you have to see the number of red dots. Dots means the pebbles which you have thrown and you have marked it with red, divided by the total numbers of dots. Total number of dots means red plus black. So if you do so, you will get this ratio pi by 4, and obviously if you multiply this with 4, you will get the value of pi. So let us see how we can do it in the MATLAB. So the code is very simple. I have taken the simulation for n is equal to 1 lakh, and then I have initialized this variable dots is equal to 0. I am taking out the loop I is equal to 1 to n, and these two are the random numbers. That is, first random number is in variable x and the second random number is in variable y. Now we are checking that whether this condition holds true or not. This means that whether the sum of the square of two random number is less than 1. That means that whether it is lying inside the circle or not, which has the radius 1. Now if this happens, increase the dots with plus 1. Here we have initialized dot with 0, and if this condition is true, then we will increment the dots with value 1. That means that the pebbles is hitting inside or in the boundary. Now obviously what we have to do, I have told you that if we divide this dot by the total number, we will get the value of pi by 4. We need to multiply it with 4. So firstly I have multiplied 4, whatever dots we are getting, like final value of dots which is hitting inside the circle, into 4, and then I have calculated the division of this, that is dots divide by this number of simulation. Then we have calculated this error, that is whatever the value, this value MATLAB inbuilt have, and minus the value which we are getting from the Monte Carlo simulations. So we will get the error value, and you can see that the error will be very small if you increase your simulation value, like from 1 lakh, if you move on to 10 lakh or 20 lakh, you will see that coming close to the value of pi. So let us copy paste these both code in the MATLAB and just see the result over there. Now you can see that this is my first program. I have copy pasted the same program as I have shown you in PPT. Now I will press the run button. Now you can see that here I got the probability of tail and probability of head, which you can see is very close to 0.5. This was a first program. Now this is the second program, which where we need to find out the value of pi. So this is the same as I have shown you in PPT. Now I will press the run button, and you can see that here I got the value of pi by the Monte Carlo simulation, and the error you can see is this much. It is very less, and if you increase the number of simulation, you can see that the error is getting lower and lower. So with this I will end my tutorial over here. Thank you.